play
Yo, what's
for
going on,
Houston.
everyone? We're back. Hopefully, after this bye week, hopefully we can try to, I guess, somehow figure it out.
From a few steps into the end zone.
Because we've been playing
Dropped
absolutely
at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, crap. Why did I not click onto that? That was a book.
First down, but
That right there was a book.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This one swung out here to
Good
Jones.
defense, good tackle, 3rd and 7.
Upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game.
No,
Fumble. Fumble.
It's out, it's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able
Seriously?
to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Points
Seriously?
1, 2, and
We
3.
could not
Their
recover
defensive
that?
game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Patriots take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets
we can block
just
anybody,
as he was
guys.
letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Neither of us have picked up a 1st down on our first drives. 3 and outs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down pass play there, but
That's
it's
all this is.
incomplete.
Just
How about
freaking
that?
pressure.
Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Wow.
There, but that's that's going to wind
Wow.
up incomplete.
I think he just got scared.
Looks like it's gonna be
I don't know
two empty
what the heck
possessions now
happened
to
there.
start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On second down, they'll run it here.
The only yards I'm able to
They'll
get.
be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
There you go, Price.
Out of bounds right at
Finally, we see a 1st down today, guys.
Strong gain of 24.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Like, dude's literally running him the entire time. Winfield
Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Like, he literally just rode him
was
the
in the
entire
air
time.
for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw
There's a
someone
fly
open or
down
lead
there.
them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's out right at the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's good. 4-8.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
What a kick.
Play on special teams here.
What
this is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Give me a little room, Bijan. Just give it a little bit of room. Something.
Of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Again, that's Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they have to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. They're going to get this down
I thought he housed that.
Well,
I thought he was housing that.
He was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap.
Why did you throw it there?
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, Algier headed left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Algier, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown!
There we go.
A
Finally
great
something.
effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We were there, too.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And they move
Why was Barnum
way down to the 9.
Barnum was supposed to be in a spot.
First downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away.
Come on, defense.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Whitaker. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it.
And
he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Algier with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
43 seconds trying to get downfield.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move it. And for the 3rd time, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
At least hybrid.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
47 yards. First down, Patriots.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with career touchdown number 60. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got Pierce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's good. 4-8. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Get the ball back here, Pat.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now back to throw. That's caught by the new tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
44-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Official gets no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Showing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Jesus, stop dropping the ball.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw. And they hit him as he throws. This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard.
Why the?
And his pass is intercepted.
And why is his DBs able just to bump and run the entire freaking way?
Right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, like this the entire
He tried
week.
to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be
So that's a first down, even though he
turn
comes
out to be
back
the final play
without being
of this
touched.
third quarter.
But Bijan couldn't pick up
Back
a first
now
down
here
on
on EA
that.
Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
But you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And this is caught by Watkins for a Patriots touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter.
Good sack, McKinstry.
And a chance for this offense to
huge.
mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Good pick, Ronnie.
To take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dallas Goedert from a yard out. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Black Knights 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
History.
Wide open receiver.
What happened there, dude?
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying the left side with Algier. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown!
Yeah, I had a 10-minute match.
A great play there. 31 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from drawing level. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
I'm not dumb. I'll run this down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted.
You literally run commit, but then as soon as it's thrown, you stop.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having it, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Cut, ready? Come on, 70. Come on, 18. 18.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final